morning, students. This is your Dayakar master. We have already, I have already uploaded two lectures of special functions, the introduction class, and I have started special functions in which I explained you about the gamma function and the applications and properties of gamma functions will be continued. In the last class, we found the definition of, we found the gamma 1 value, gamma 0 and gamma minus n and all this. Further, we will have gamma half is equal to root pi. Let us prove, to prove that gamma half is equal to root pi, which is very important derivation, very important result this is. Okay. By the definition of gamma function, we have gamma n is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power of integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus x power n minus 1 dx. So this is the gamma function, defined gamma function, in which substitute or put x power n is equal to y. As x power n is equal to y, x is equal to y to the power of 1 by n, and dx is equal to derivative of this one, 1 by n y to the power of 1 by n minus 1 dy. This is the value of dx, and we have substituted x power n is equal to y, and therefore we got x is equal to y power 1 by n. Let us calculate the limits. These are the limits of x. X is from 0 to infinity. As x tends to 0, what about y? If x is 0, clearly y is 0. If x is infinity, y is infinity. So as x tends to infinity, y tends to infinity. X tends to 0, y tends to 0. And x tends to infinity, y tends to infinity. Therefore, limits will not change. Limits will be from 0 to infinity only. Now, gamma n is equal to 0 to infinity, same limits we got, and the function changes into the variable y, e to the power of, in place of x what you have, y power 1 by n, so e to the power of y power minus x, therefore e to the power of minus y power 1 by n, e to the power of minus y power 1 by n, and x power n minus 1. What is x power n minus 1? This is x power n minus 1 is nothing but x power n by x. So in place of x power n, we can write y. In place of x, we can write y power 1 by n. So x power n minus 1 is nothing but x power n by x. So in place of x power n y, and in place of x, we can write y power 1 by x. So in place of this term, we will have x power n by x, that means y by y power 1 by n. Y by y power 1 by n. This is okay. Next, dx. What is the value of dx? Dx is 1 by n y to the power of 1 by n minus 1 dy. So 1 by n y to the power of 1 by n minus 1. Therefore, I am writing it as y power 1 by n, y power 1 by n, y to the power of minus 1 this is. So that is 1 by y power 1 by n by y. So y power 1 by n, y power 1 by n gets cancelled, y gets cancelled, we have 1 by n dy, and this is e to the power of minus y power 1 by n. Therefore, gamma n is equal to 1 by n integral 0 to infinity y to e to the power of minus y whole to the power of 1 by n dy. These terms gets cancelled. Y gets cancelled. So you have what remained, e to the power of minus y whole to the power of 1 by n dy, and 1 by n is a constant, therefore 1 by n integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus y whole to the power of 1 by n dy. That's the value of gamma n. In place of n, we shall take 1 by 2. Let us take 1 by 2. Put n is equal to 1 by 2 in place of in this equation. So n is equal to 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2. This is 1 by 1 by 2, n is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 1 by 2, that is a 2 into integral 0 to infinity minus y to the power of 1 by 1 by 2, that is 2. So minus y square, y to the power of 2, integral 0 to infinity, 2 into integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus y square dy. So gamma half became this 2 into integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus y square dy. By taking the gamma function, we have substituted x power n is equal to y and x became this, dx we have calculated and all this, and we integrated and simplified. Finally, in place of n, we have chosen 1 by 2, n is equal to 1 by 2. So the result is gamma 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 0 to infinity e to the power of minus y square dy. Similarly, we can write, by changing the variable, we can write gamma 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 0 to infinity. In place of y, I have chosen x e to the power of minus x square dx. In the same fashion, we may take gamma 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus z square or e to the power of minus t square dt. Whatever it may be, we may change the variable. Therefore, gamma 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus y square dy. Similarly, gamma half can be written as 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx, e power minus y square dy or e power minus x square dx. This is gamma half. This is also gamma 1 by 2. So let us multiply these two. Gamma 1 by 2 into gamma 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 2, 4. Integral 0 to infinity, another integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square into e power minus y square dx dy. So gamma half into gamma half, gamma 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 4 into double integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x square plus y square dx dy. This is the double integral. You have already learned the double integrals in the 5th semester vector calculus. How to integrate these double integrals you have already learned. So I have chosen the substitution. Polar coordinates. X is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Dx dy is r d theta dr. We have not calculated dx and dy and not multiplying. Dx dy calculate chesi multiply చేస్తే వచ్చింది కాదు. That is from other derivations. So x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is from standard derivation. Dx dy value is r d theta dr. Whenever you take the substitution, x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, the value of dx in the w integral, the value of dx dy will be r d theta dr. Vector calculus lo already మనం చేసాం. Limits. What about the limits? Here 0 to infinity. X is from 0 to infinity and y is also from 0 to infinity. X is from 0 to infinity. 0 starts here. X is from 0 to infinite. Y is also from 0 to infinite. This is the radius. R is from 0 to infinity. This is 0 to infinity. This is 0 to infinity. This is the radius for the circle. Therefore, R is also 0 to infinity. Therefore, R is from 0 to infinity. And theta. This is between x and y. X is from 0 to infinity and y is 0 to infinity. So x square plus y square is a circle. Therefore, theta is between these two, the value of theta is from 0 to pi by 2. First way, 0 to pi by 2. Therefore, gamma half whole square is equal to, substitute this, 4 into 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, and e to the power of x square plus y square. What about x square plus y square? As x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta, x square plus y square is x r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, which is equal to r square into cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is r square. Therefore, in case of x square plus y square, we got r square minus r square, and in case of dx dy we have r d theta dr. That's the gamma half whole square is equal to 4 into integral r is 0 to infinity, integral theta is 0 to pi by 2 e to the power of minus r square r d theta dr. We shall integrate this integral. Gamma half integral 4 into gamma 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 4 into, if r is from 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus r square r dr. I am integrating d theta from theta is 0 to pi by 2. So what is the integral d theta? That is theta from 0 to pi by 2. So this is 4 into upper limit pi by 2, lower limit 0, 4 into pi by 2. R is from 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus r square r dr. That is equal to 2 pi into integral r is from 0 to infinity e power minus r square r dr. So let us substitute r is equal to otherwise r square is equal to t. Put r square is equal to t. Dr is equal to dt. R dr is equal to dt by 2. The limits will change like this. When r is 0, t is 0. R is 0, t is 0. When r is infinity, t is also infinity. Therefore, gamma 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 2 pi into integral. Limits will not change, 0 to infinity. If in case of e power minus r square, we have e power minus t, and r dr is nothing but dt by 2. Therefore, this is 1 by 2 you take out pi into integral 0 to infinity e power minus t dt, which is nothing but pi into minus e power minus t between 0 to infinity. That is pi into minus pi. Let's take out that negative. Minus pi 1 by e power t between 0 to infinity, which is minus pi into 1 by e to the power of infinity minus 1 by e power 0. That is minus pi into 1 by infinity 0 minus 1, which is pi. So what you have? gamma half whole square is equal to 5. Thus, gamma half is equal to 5. Gamma half whole square is equal to 5. Therefore, gamma half is equal to 5. That is the very important derivation. I repeat from here. We have taken the substitution in polar coordinates. X is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, x square plus y square is plain r square, and dx dy is from that double integral derivation dx dy is equal to r d theta dr. R is from 0 to infinity and theta is from 0 to pi by 2. X starting here, x is from 0 to infinity and y is also from 0 to infinity. Radius is in between this. So theta is from 0 to pi by 2 and r is 0 to infinity. Thus, gamma half whole square is equal to 4 into integral r is 0 to infinity, theta is 0 to pi by 2, e to the power of minus r square, dx dy is r d theta dr. So this integral value became like this. R is from 0 to infinity, theta is from 0 to pi by 2, e to the power of minus r square. In place of dx dy you have r d theta dr. So let us evaluate that integral. On the left hand side you have gamma half. Gamma half whole square is equal to 4 into r is from 0 to infinity and theta is 0 to pi by 2. So I am integrating the theta. D theta I have integrated. What is the integral d theta? Value of integral d theta is theta. Therefore e to the power of minus r square r dr, and I have integrated d theta, which is theta, and the limits of theta are 0 to pi by 2. Therefore you have pi by 2 here. Take it out. 4 into pi by 2. R is 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus r square r dr. This is 2 pi e to the power integral r is from 0 to infinity e to the power of minus r square r dr. Okay. To evaluate that integral, r is from 0 to infinity 4 minus r square r dr. Put r square is equal to t. 2 r dr is dt. R dr is dt by 2. The limits when r is 0, t is 0. When r is infinity, t is infinity. We have the limits will not change. R is from 0 to infinity means, and t is also from 0 to infinity. Therefore, 2 pi into 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t. In place of r dr, you have dt by 2. So this is 2 pi by 2 pi 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t dt. So simple integration. Pi into the integral value of e power minus t is minus e power minus t between the limits 0 and infinity. Take out that minus sign. We can write e to the power of minus t as 1 by e power t, 1 by e to the power of t from 0 to infinity, 1 by e to the power of t from 0 to infinity, and upper limit is infinity, so 1 by e to the power of infinity minus 1 by e power 0. As e power infinity is infinity, this is 1 by infinity and this became 0. E to the power of infinity is infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. The denominator is infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 by e to the power of 0 is 1. So 1 by 1 is 1. 1 by infinity is 0, 1 by 1 is 1. So minus pi into minus 1, that is pi. Finally, gamma half whole square is equal to pi. Therefore, gamma half is equal to 2 pi, which you should remember. In every derivation of beta gamma functions in this unit and in other Legendre, Bessel and all these polynomials also we use gamma function, and we make use of gamma half, the value of gamma half. So you should remember What is gamma half is? Gamma half is root pi, which